Pure Foods LLC is a company founded in 2015 by Rudy Garza with the mission of giving people a better start. This mission is rooted in the idea of giving people a better start to their day, as well as a better start to a healthier lifestyle. Pure Foods sells muesli cereals, which feature sustainably sourced ingredients that give customers a more whole option for breakfast and snack that ensures and encourages proper nutrition. The cereal can be purchased in a variety of naturally fruit-flavored options, featuring a proprietary mix of dried fruits, grain flakes, chopped nuts, and seeds. The company is headquartered in Austin, Texas, at an agriculturally focused co-working space on Riverside Drive. Pure Foods is a relatively new company, started by Rudy Garza, who was formerly a senior marketing director at ConAgra Foods. Rudy was unsatisfied with the direction that the big company took during the recession. They lost focus on its original mission of providing a line of products that were simple and free of additives. So with knowledge of the industry and a passionate belief that customers will remain attracted to pure products, Rudy packed up and launched Pure Foods LLC. The story of Pure Foods' success plays out in an ERP simulation run in Dr. Anita Burton's operations management class. As far as the simulation overview goes, Pure Foods has an interestingly unorthodox approach to the simulation, given that there's only one team member in the group. This has presented a variety of challenges, as we've had a more difficult time achieving operating efficiency and haven't been able to do as much in a given time as groups with teams of, say, 4 or 5 have been able to. However, we believe that our simulation was still a valuable learning experience, and we've been able to do real work and compete successfully against some of the other teams. Furthermore, the simulation is based in SAP's ERP software, which allows us to get a real look and hands-on experience in the software that is the backbone of many of the world's Fortune 500 companies today. So given the sole founder situation, let's talk about the organization and the workflow. Obviously, there isn't much of an organizational structure. Rudy Garza is the sole founder and handles everything from accounting, procurement, marketing and pricing, and inventory management. That being said, the workflow can get pretty complicated. In the context of the simulation, accounting generally meant ensuring that numbers didn't indicate an implosion of business practices. I had to quickly analyze financial reports so that pivots could be made in the operational process. Procurement was quite difficult. Forecasting sales, calculating requirements, and purchasing product was also done in rapid time. Forecasted sales and the rest of the processes of procurement was based on financial reports and sales sheets. As far as marketing and pricing goes, these expenses were rapidly adjusted based on sales data. If a particular region was failing, then marketing expense would be allocated in order to generate traction in that region. And finally, with inventory management, this is one of the most stressful aspects of our simulation. Rudy checked stock and made procurement decisions based on the current levels of stock. A look at the financial statements gives a real insight into the success of Pure Foods in the simulation. Pure Foods has a relatively simple balance sheet that represents the assets necessary to operate. The majority of our company's net worth is in the form of long-term assets, buildings, land, and machinery that allow Pure Foods to operate at scale. The assets on our balance sheet are normative to the industry. The only real liability is a $12 million bank loan, which we would sustainably be able to pay with the help of a financial analyst being added to our team. A look over at the income statement results in a simple conclusion. We are in a really expensive business. Our cost of goods sold are largely operating costs. However, if sales ramped up accordingly, then there's a very positive outlook for achieving operating leverage, where the majority of our COGS are fixed. This provides a really hopeful outlook for Pure Foods' future. Unfortunately, Pure Foods took an overall loss throughout the course of the simulation. This was fairly predictable given the startup stage of the company. We've been employing a penetration pricing strategy in hopes of gaining market share. This is normative for startup phase companies with small teams. Additionally, new products in the market competing with larger firms like ConAgra's products will take some time to garner customer attention. In regards to our competition, Pure Foods competes against a variety of strong opponents in the simulation. Our company is in its infancy and suffered associated challenges because of it, but our quarterly reports do indicate signs of positivity. Our 3 key performance indicators for the simulation were our rank, our round sales per team, and our round net income. As far as rank goes, we deemed it a KPI because it allows us to easily measure our performance against our overall competition. Over the 3 rounds, our rank fluctuated from 8 to 5 to 7. R2, round 2, was a particularly successful round given our rank. We were able to achieve dominance over 4 other competitors, which we'd consider quite a feat for a company given our size and nature. Round sales per team analysis. Round sales per team is a major KPI because it indicates how much market share we are capturing at a given time, which helps us understand how much of the market is being attracted to our products. And finally, the round net income analysis. Round net income is considered a KPI because it indicates our company's performance from a profitability standpoint. Although we're focused on market share and getting our product to more customers because we believe it's healthy, it's also important to our stakeholders that we're profitable and able to deliver real returns that make their investment worth it. Overall, although we didn't do as well as we had hoped, our KPIs indicated that we did achieve some signs of success, which allowed us to take real lessons away from the simulation and understand what steps we may have taken to be more successful in a future or even a real operation. In regards to expanding our target market, research indicates that healthier and whole breakfast options, like Pure Foods muesli cereal, are capturing market share once owned by more traditional cereal brands like Kellogg's. This is actually happening in the UK, which is where this research was conducted. Expanding Pure Foods to the UK would be very feasible given the presence of Whole Foods and other friendly distributors that we're already working with. The most unfortunate aspect of Pure Foods' journey has been a recent legal battle with ConAgra Foods. They accused our founder, Rudy, of working on the initial Pure Foods concepts at ConAgra, making them the technical owners of the intellectual property due to an employer protection agreement that was signed by Rudy during his hiring process at the company. Of course, a lawyer was hired and we began preparing the defense against ConAgra's allegations, which damaged Pure Foods' profitability in round 3. The case is ongoing, but we believe that we have a strong one and that Pure Foods will be able to continue operating well into the future. Overall, I learned a lot from this simulation, and it was not without its challenges. It was difficult operating as a solo founder, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to understand that sometimes having a team is really necessary, and you can't do everything on your own. I'm really thankful for the ability to be working in SAP, which is a company that I really respect, and specifically the ERP software, which is used by much of the Fortune 500 as well as major corporations throughout the world. I understand that Pure Foods was not the clear winner in the simulation. However, I do consider myself a victory for having been able to learn valuable lessons about the importance of effective operations, quality planning, a strong team, and most importantly, strong communication between team members. I look forward to future work with operations into my career, and I'm thankful for this project. Thank you.